Trae Young, but he still won't be on the court anytime soon. Meanwhile, the Clippers, they're trying to make up for lost ground. That record, that losing record of 6-21, well, they've won 10 of their last 12 games right now, including on Monday night against the Charlotte Hornets, where the Clippers came through late, pulling away at the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. It was James Harden going into takeover mode, knocking down a couple of three-pointers. Clippers would win 117-109 here at Intuit Dome over the Charlotte Hornets. James Harden finished with 32. And Shaquille O'Neal is now ninth on the all-time NBA scoring list. But those two three-pointers he hit midway through the fourth quarter, tagging in for Kawhi Leonard, huge shots that would eventually force the momentum back in the Clippers' favor, where they would win 117-109 over the Charlotte Hornets here at Intuit Dome. Welcome in. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown, a special extended edition of your pregame show. Clippers taking on the Wizards tonight. The Washington Wizards, who at this point are a team in transition, looking to rebuild. Even though they brought in Trae Young, this is a squad that unfortunately is incentivized to lose at the moment because, well, their first-round pick is top 8 protected currently. So if it ends up being outside of that top 8, they would have to give up that pick. Well, that's not likely to happen with their record currently, and with Trae Young still on the sidelines dealing with an MCL and a knee issue going on. But the Clippers, they got to worry about themselves right now, as Kawhi Leonard is still a game-time decision here at Intuit Dome tonight. Kawhi Leonard dealing with that right ankle issue that he has been over the last week or so, going back to stepping on a fan's foot in New York against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Rolled his right ankle. Hasn't been the same since explosively, but Kawhi Leonard has been able to play through pain and still just put up 35 points, 19 of which came in that third quarter on Monday night against the Charlotte Hornets. So this Clippers team still finding ways to win, even being banged up right now. We'll see if Kawhi can go tonight. Watched him pregame, worked out for about a half an hour, and he will make that decision along with the medical staff here at Intuit Dome. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Carlo Jimenez will join the show. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just about 59 minutes away. And you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. You shouldn't have to stay there. You can just leave it up. I can just go. You got Skyview? All right. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I'll just talk. Carla might come in. It's fine. We don't need it. As long as this bumper music in and out, if you want to do that. Is anyone calling the phone to follow along on Skyview to connect to us? Because there's other stations. There's typically other stations. Right. There's also another Comrex to connect to, though, that is Skyview. So then they send it out to the other stations, I think. But whatever. We're up on 570. What can we do? It's all good. I'm worried about Daniel, man. This is weird. I'm worried about Daniel. I don't know what's going on. Welcome back into this Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Moslin, live from Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 56 minutes away. Clippers hosting the Washington Wizards. Your Los Angeles Clippers, the hottest team in the league, having won 10 of their last 12 games here. Clippers with an opportunity to get another victory tonight here at Intuit Dome in front of the home crowd, where they were able to be victorious against Charlotte on Monday night, 117-109. Was the final there. Clippers led by Kawhi Leonard. Still a game-time decision on whether or not he'll be available. Still dealing with the ankle issue. Ivica Zubac is out tonight. He has his own ankle issue. Rolled it up on Nico Batum on Monday night. If you recall, didn't play in the fourth quarter. They went with Brook Lopez, who will be starting tonight in place of Ivica Zubac. Join the show right now, your radio voice of the Clippers, in Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, my friend, good to see you. How we doing?
Adam, I'm great. I'm seeing you. You're in the black on black. Look out. And no, I'm good. I just ran up the Intuit upstairs, so I'm a little out of breath.
Wait, did you go all 51 at the wall again, or what happened?
No.
All right.
No, I did do that, though, in under 30 seconds. If anyone wants to challenge that record, I'd be impressed.
In a suit, too, right?
In a suit after a game.
All right, Clark Kent. Let's talk about this Clippers team. Winners of 10 of their last 12, winning 117-109 over the Charlotte Hornets on Monday night. Right back here into a dome, fresh off the 2-1 3-game road trip. And Kawhi Leonard went into takeover mode. Speaking of Superman, put on the cape in that third quarter with 19 of his 35 points and did so effortlessly out there. He's been working on the three-point shot. Coach Lou was talking about it a little bit pregame. But off the bounce shots, he is doing it in a variety of ways, similar to what we've seen from James Harden throughout his entire career. What better guy to learn from? But Kawhi, maniacal in his work ethic, and it's paying off right now from three.
He's been excellent for the Clippers, just knocking down shot after shot for this team. I think what's really impressive is his ability to get downhill, to be able to finish in the lane, and then also for Kawhi, just finding a way to the free throw line, right? 94% of the free throw line. He's got the best free throw percentage in the league. But you mentioned that three-point percentage, Adam. 42% over his last 12 games. I mean, unbelievable stuff. He scored 20 points in 21 straight games for the Clippers. He has talked about how, look, quote, I've never been in this situation, but the coaches need me to be aggressive, and the Clippers really need him to be aggressive. And Kawhi, ever since the first 500 minutes, has been averaging over 30 points a game for the Clippers. It's been a theme in his career. The first 500 minutes, you know, the claws got to warm up, rev up, kind of slowly tinker with the aimbot, and then oh, look out, the upgrade has happened. And this AI upgrade on Kawhi Leonard has been unbelievable.
Kawhi 11 of 19 against Charlotte, 5 of 9 from the outside to get to those 35 points. James Harden, talked about him, made a little bit of history passing Shaquille O'Neal. He now is 9th all-time on the NBA's scoring list. Just a phenomenal achievement, and did so in a big moment in the fourth quarter where he took over with back-to-back three-pointers. They needed him. This was not a runaway game. James Harden making history on a night where the Clippers truly needed him.
Yeah, and I think you put it perfectly, right? A game in which he's not shooting the ball great from three, just 1 of 9 before those 2 threes. But then he hits the 2, maybe Adam, biggest threes of the game. They go on a 15-1 run and just completely blow things open after trailing by 1 against the Charlotte Hornets. That was kind of all she wrote as the Clippers went up 13. I think the biggest thing for the Clippers is finding a way to get consistency on the offensive end with guys like the Beard and then Kawhi Leonard, and then who's going to help them out, right? It's often who's that third piece for this Clippers team. First time this season, Kawhi and Harden have both scored 30, but the Clippers have expected 25 plus and 30 from Kawhi in pretty much all of their last 12 games. So now it's who's going to also be involved on offense. Jordan Miller's been a big part of that.
Yeah, Jordan Miller, 14 points off the bench. He's been averaging 14 over the last week and a half or so. And this is somebody who we had high hopes for going into last season. It's not that he underperformed, but the league adjusted to how he was playing out there. And now he's adjusting back, and he's healthy once again this year.
Yeah, and he's healthy, scoring at an elite level. I mean, you mentioned he talked about post-game, Adam. This year's kind of the first year ever in his career he's dealt with injuries. He said in college, in his 5 years in college, he missed 1 game. And so now he misses the first 10 games, then he comes back for 4. Then he misses 10 more with a hamstring injury. But now he's finally playing consistent minutes, and he's getting consistent productivity for the Clippers, averaging 12 points a game over his last 5 contests. And Ty Lue has been really impressed, not only with his offense, but also his defense, because that's what the Clippers have needed without Derrick Jones Jr. They need guards who can guard. And while The Clippers have gotten that from Kobe Sanders. They're also now getting it from Jordan Miller, which has been big for the Clips.
Clippers winners of 10 of their last 12 games, winning Monday night here at Intuit Dome, 117-109. Mention it, but Ivica Zubac will be out tonight dealing with his own ankle issue going on. But this Clippers team has been able to thrive and get by without him thanks to Brook Lopez, which is one of the reasons you bring in a vet like this.
Yeah.
In case of emergency, he can go out there and start, and it just fits in seamlessly.
I mean, you talk about a guy who, before he came to the Clippers, started all but 40 games in his NBA career, fits in seamlessly, understands the importance of his starting role, and understands how he can be effective. And the Clippers have gotten fantastic performances from Brook Lopez this season. Think about the 10 made threes up in Portland, Adam. That was a huge part of Brook Lopez's role this year, and he's been shooting the ball relatively well, but also defensively he's kind of gone underrated. It's a guy who's averaging a block a game for the Clippers. The only player averaging more blocks is Ivica Zubac, but Lopez's ability to be that elite defensive player, not too long ago was he second in Defensive Player of the Year voting to Jaren Jackson Jr. Just have to go back 3 seasons. I'd expect Brook Lopez to have a big role here today, and really a tall task against a young, promising big and Alex Sarr, who leads the NBA in blocks per game.
All right, Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards. Carlo Jimenez on the call. Tip-off just about 50 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up next, Carlo's got his one-on-one interview with the head coach, it's Ron Liu, right here on your Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Ronnie, could I send you that audio? Carlo interviewed Coach Liu earlier. Could I send it to you to play off the computer pod there? If not, it's fine.
Are we sounding okay on our end to you? Are we sounding good to you as far as audio quality? Okay, cool.
Let's just talk a little bit more here while Ronnie gets situated. Ryan, me and Carlo are just going to talk a little bit more here. Copy.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Man, I'm really concerned.
Do
I
we
hope
think
he
it's a
just
Verizon
slept
thing?
because he has
I
to
think
get
we
up
all
so
are.
early. I hope he just slept through his alarm or something.
But isn't Verizon out?
But he'd still be at the station.
Yeah, he'd still be there, yeah. I'm worried about it. I texted him at like 3,
Oh, really?
asking him for something.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Clippers taking on the Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 47 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. Still to come here, you're going to hear from the head coach in Ron Liu, but let's get back over to Carlo Jimenez.
Hey.
Carlo, this Clippers team, you mentioned it as it was happening during the ball game, but reminiscent of what we saw at the end of the road trip, they just found a way to lock in and pull away late in that game against Charlotte.
Yeah, look, they held Detroit to just 6 made field goals at the end of the game in Detroit, where they were able to come away with a victory, and it was very similar. Charlotte went 3 minutes without buckets. They went 8 minutes with 3 points in that game against the Clippers a couple of nights ago. So the Clippers' ability to lock in on the defensive end, and that kind of speaks to the, really, Adam, veteran leadership on this group, the seasoned team that the Clippers have, as Lawrence Frank would call them, because they understand when it's time to win a game, when it's time to put your foot down and lock in and come away with a victory. And we've seen it in the last two contests. The Clippers have been able to really tighten up the screws defensively and then find a way to be even better offensively in the last quarter of the game.
Magic Johnson would call it winning time. And the Clippers have found their place, found their rhythm in those moments lately as they've been turning this corner, winner of 10 of their last 12 games here. I thought John Collins and Coach Lou put it best post-game. Even though he wasn't scoring out there, he was 1 of 4. He just had 3 points. And he told Coach Lou apparently pregame he was a little bit tired, understandably so with how hard he had been playing. But he still made impactful plays out there. In fact, he led them in plus-minus.
Yeah, I think his defense has been really a revolution for the Clippers, averaging over a steal and over a block per game the last 12 games. He's top 10 in the NBA in stocks, which is a block plus a steal. I like that's a great word, by the way. The fact that we somehow combined steals and blocks, and it became it's not like stocks already existed, but steals and blocks combined could also get you to stocks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Way to categorize it. Is it on NBA.com officially yet? Because remember, clutch rating was not there officially. That was on 82games.com back in the day for those real basketball hoopers.
You know what? It is.
It is?
It is.
Stocks?
Stocks. They have stocks leaders.
Well, stocks are up right now for John Collins.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's averaging 17 points in his last 6 games at him, shooting 68% from the three-point line in that stretch. It's been impressive to see John Collins really just turn a new page this season. I mean, we've talked about how the Clippers have been able to on the page, but John Collins has had difference from how he started the season to how he's playing now. Really, Adam, of any players since the Clippers have become what was a 10-2 team their last 12 games.
I think somebody who could respond in a big way tonight outside of John Collins could be Chris Dunn. He went 0 of 6 on his bobblehead night, curse of the bobblehead night maybe.
Classic.
But I think it was more so he was playing such heavy minutes on the road trip, and the way he plays out there with how relentless he is, with just the way he attacks as a defender out there, he expends a lot of energy.
I mean, Adam, honestly, it was incredible to see. It's the first time I've ever seen Chris Dunn tired. Like I'm serious. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen that guy not play like his head was cut off, but he was so good in that game for the Clippers against Detroit. I mean, a Clipper career high in minutes on the second night of a road back-to-back. And then the Clippers didn't leave till the next day. So his body is probably on East Coast time. He'd been out there for a week. It's a 7:30 start. Really, that's like 10 o'clock for Chris Dunn's body. And he's got the pressure of the bobblehead night. Not a great combination. Good to see that he's a human being. I was a little worried that he didn't have any human being abilities in him. But yes, Chris Dunn does get tired. Scared to see what the response is here today.
Well, and him playing 35-plus minutes is unlike anybody else's 35-plus minutes, with just how hard he goes out there with those Dennis Rodman, Superman-like plays for the basketball, going to the hardwood, finding ways to give his team an extra possession or two. It's just different. Expect him to bounce back tonight. Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 43 minutes away. Coming up next, Carlo, I got to let you go now. It's been fun.
Dang it.
We'll talk to you later in the show.
Yes!
But you got your one-on-one interview with the head coach and Teron Lou. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to Clippers Countdown right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. All right, Ronnie. I hear you got the interview. Beautiful. I'll bring it in and just say we're going back to Carlo. Man. Appreciate you. I know you already worked a full shift. I love you, Ronnie. Love you too, Tim. I hope Daniel just slept through his alarm, because I know he works a super early shift and I think tries to take a nap sometimes. I hope that's all it is, man. Because Clippers taking on the Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just about 40 minutes away. Welcome back. Clippers winners of 10 of their last 12. Hottest team in the league. Have a chance to make it 11 of their last 13 with a victory here tonight. Coming up in just a little bit, we will have Lauren Rosen on the show in our Media Roundtable segment. But first, let's head back over to Carlo Jimenez. Copy. Thank you. All right, so I'll come back in, Ronnie. Take us to break. I'll do my player to watch segment next. Cool. Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's the one on the wall. So, yeah, I'll throw to then when we come back in, and I'll do an ID at some. You want me to do an ID on the way out here? So the ID, you know where the ID is on Skyview? Do you know where the ID button is on the Skyview menu? There's a particular. It's like on the right hand side. Okay. Want me to do it here then? Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards. There was Coach Lou earlier with Carlo Jimenez. Tip-off 37 minutes away, and while we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Coming up in just a little bit, Lauren Rosen will be here, but up next, we'll get your player to watch. I'm Adam Moslin as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
All right, Adam, you're clear.
Nice, Ronnie.
Hey, you're doing a great job, Ronnie.
All right, guys, come back here. Adam, are you going to talk to that Clippers players countdown?
Met last year.
Sorry, he's got his headset off. I'll let you know when it's back on.
Thank you. we're in a mad scramble right now. Our producer, we're hoping he's okay. He just didn't show up. We don't know what's going on. I know. We're all hoping he's okay, but people are just trying to figure out how
All
to
right,
get
he's
the
back
show
on. He's back on.
Yeah.
Adam, we get back. Are you going to toss to the Clippers Open?
Yeah, I'll bring it back in.
Clippers players to watch?
Yeah, I'll bring it back in, and I'll say, coming up, we'll have Lauren Rosen on. But first,
Okay, copy.
cool.
We got about 90 seconds.
Like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. How far in? Get out while you still can. No. I watched it all. What can I say? First sports guru. It's all good. We can agree or disagree. Everything's fine.
30 seconds here, Adam.
We got other things to worry about here. Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. We are just about 35 minutes away from tip-off. Clippers winners of 10 of their last 12. Hottest team in the NBA. Can they keep it rolling tonight against the Wizards? Still to come here in the pregame show, Lauren Rosen will be up momentarily. But first, mentioned him a little bit earlier, but John Collins was definitely rolling offensively before Monday night, where he played 30 minutes, had just 3 points, only took 4 shots. Those 3 points, you guessed it, a three-pointer from the outside. But this is somebody that over the 11 games prior had been averaging about 20 points per game, 70% shooting from the floor, 60% from the outside. John Collins playing his best basketball as a Clipper, really some of the best basketball of his still young career as he's just 28 years of age. But he said pregame to Coach Lou, watch me, I'm a little bit tired coming into this game. So he still played 30 minutes. He still was impactful, ended up being a plus 16 against the Hornets in their 117-109 victory here at Intuit Dome on Monday night. But John Collins, I want to see if he gets back to scoring close to 20 points in this one. His energy, though, has been infectious out there, and his offense really fuels his defense. He's also been averaging 2 blocks per game over the last 3 weeks here, which is something we were hoping we would see, and now it has happened. He's much more comfortable in his role as a Clipper, understanding where he needs to be out there. So John Collins, I'm looking for a bounce-back performance from him in this one. Hashtag JC saves. John Collins against Washington tonight, my player to watch. Coming up in the very next segment, your injury report, and then Lauren Rosen. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Thanks, Ronnie. People in the chat are thanking you for helping out, Ronnie. Ronnie's always got our back. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let's hope Daniel's okay. Copy. I got to go through this lengthy injury report real quick. Wait a second. John Collins is out now. My player to watch. Clipper Nation, we are just about 30 minutes away from tip-off here at Intuit Dome. Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards, trying to make it 11 victories in their last 13 games. Clippers currently the hottest team in the league. I'm Adam Oslin. Coming up, we got your courtside reporter on in Lauren Rosen, but first your injury report here. So Trae Young still yet to play a game with the Wizards and could be out for some time, still dealing with the MCL sprain. Cam Whitmore also out for Washington, and we just learned this, and I hope it wasn't my fault because he was my player to watch. John Collins is out with a groin issue. I just talked about him the very last segment, and I want to see how he responds, and went through this lengthy diatribe about how well he's been playing. He's out, late scratch, groin issue in this one. The good news is Kawhi Leonard is available and playing and starting for your Clippers. Of course, Noah Zubas. He's got the left ankle sprain, right for Kawhi, but he is playing once again tonight. Tip-off just about 28 minutes away. Coming up next, Lauren Rosen is here at Intuit Dome, Clippers and Wizards, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Thank you.
Mic check, Lauren.
Lauren, you
Can
want to
they
give a
hear
mic
me?
check?
What's up, chat? What's up,
We
chat?
got her.
Hey, chat.
I can't believe that just happened. What is going on tonight?
That's brutal.
John Collins goes out like that? That's all right. Lauren Rosen has you covered for a good player to watch because last time she picked Kobe Sanders and he had 20.
I did, famously. I cooked with that one. I really did. Well, I have another opportunity to pick him again and chat. Spoiler alert.
Huh?
I think I will.
I'm going to pivot. I'm going to have
Oh my
to.
God. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. What's up, Queen? What's up, King? Queen? I shouldn't have. Oh my God. Not me assuming. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
How many of the girlies
What's up,
are
31
in the chat?
Russian?
Girlies in the chat, raise your hand.
Ladies line.
It's going to get real quiet in the chat, I fear. Come on.
Oh, Raymond said he loves your coffee content.
Thank you. I love coffee, so
You know, someone had to take over the coffee
I live
content
to
without
serve.
a mere coffee.
I live to. Oh, true. Caffeination station. Oh my God, chat is activated. Thanks, chat.
Lauren
Thanks,
shows
chat.
up, it happens.
The chat is chatting. Why do we look like we're going to a funeral? We do actually.
Well, the Wizards are in town. The Clippers better get a victory tonight.
Adam almost looks like the Hitman.
Do I?
The video game.
Oh,
Agent 47.
I was like, Brett the Hitman Hart? I don't got
No,
those
no, no,
shades
no.
on.
Agent 47.
I feel like the people in this chat are the people that are single-handedly supporting my TikTok, and so I want to say thank you. Adam tells people to follow me on TikTok, and they do. It's crazy.
Live from Intuit Dome, we are just 27 minutes away from tip-off. Clippers hosting the Washington Wizards. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Oslin. It is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Still to come here. We'll get your drive around the league and more from Carlo Jimenez. But joining the show right now is your Clippers courtside reporter, Lauren Rosen, the Rosen one. Follow her at Lauren M. Rosen on all social media platforms. Lauren, good to see you. How you been?
Adam, always a thrill to be here with you. I've been great. The Clippers have been catching dub after dub. It has been a delight to watch. It's been a delight to cover. Life is good. got to take this Wizards team seriously here tonight.
No doubt. I'll tease it out. We will get to her player to watch in just a little bit because I know you guys are following that use FanDuel or whatever, because last time out she cooked. She picked Kobe Sanders, and yes, he had his young career high over 20 points in that ball game. Let's go back to what happened on Monday night first here, Lauren. Clippers getting the victory over the Charlotte Hornets 117-109. Speaking of cooking, even on the bad ankle right now, Kawhi Leonard, nothing slows him down. He had 19 of his 35 points in that third quarter. What have you seen from the Claw over the last 3 weeks?
Confidence, range, precision would be my 3 words to describe Kawhi's run lately. I mean, seriously, the uptick in the 3-point shooting, averaging over 7 threes attempted per game. That's a career high for Kawhi. He's been working on it behind the scenes. The coaching staff has given him a ton of credit. James Harden has given him a ton of credit for taking and then making more threes. It completely changes the geography of the offense and what it's able to do together. Tonight will be really interesting as well as Brooke Lopez comes back into the starting lineup for the same reason, right? The spacing becomes completely different. And happy to see Ivica Zubac, of course, getting back to himself. There's no replacement for Big Zoo. As Ty Lue says, that is the starting center for this team. But some looks tonight that I'm looking forward to seeing out there.
You know, we've been talking about gravity for years, and now there's an actual stat out there for gravity. And I saw Kawhi Leonard and James Harden are both on the top 10 when it comes to just changing the parameters on the court because of all the attention they're able to draw. You've known James Harden for a while, going back to Philadelphia. He ends up passing by Shaquille O'Neal last time out. He's now 9th all-time on the NBA's scoring list. What can you say about the prolific scorer that is James Harden?
He has been nothing short of spectacular for this team all season long. And as all-star voting winds to a close, I do believe that he should be an all-star this season. I think that he was well-deservedly an all-star last season, but his game this season has been, to me, even more impressive. I'm thinking about his 55-point performance in Charlotte over a month ago now, of course, but I'm also thinking about the little things that he's done, the way he's tweaked his game, the way he's taken the young players, 2 of whom you're going to see a lot of tonight, right? More Yannick Conan-Niederhauser tonight and Kobe Sanders entering the starting lineup. Just the way that he has really dialed in with those players, really invested in those players, really made sure that those guys feel as equipped as possible to step out onto an NBA floor in their rookie season. And of course, those are the intangibles that don't go into all-star voting, but should be considered when you think about the impact that James Harden is having on this team.
What can you say about the vibe with this squad, being on the road with this team, and just how good things are right now compared to when they were 6-21?
The vibe is spectacular, and I will give this team a lot of credit, and particularly I think it goes to the coaching staff. The vibe was solid even during that start, and I have a ton of respect for that, for the energy that everyone continued bringing to every game. Ty Lue said it, I think, in that 6-game winning streak when things started to really turn for this team, that he really credits the coaching staff and the team for coming in with a positive attitude, for coming in with the attitude of a team that was 21-6, right, despite where the record actually was. Right. And so I will say, obviously, winning, rising tides raise all ships, but where the ships were to start, you like my Clippers puns? Where the ships were to start wasn't perhaps as bad as people think. I give them a lot of credit for maintaining a vibe independently of what the record is looking like in any given stretch.
Well, now a lot of wind in their sails going on. Having won
go.
10 of their last 12, this Clippers team is rolling. They've been on fire. In particular, I think they've won 8 of their last 9 here at Intuit Dome. And you brought up the young guys a little bit earlier. Ask Coach Lue pregame about just how Kobe Sanders can also contribute even when he's not scoring, which is different from a young guy finding other ways to be impactful. What have you liked about Kobe Sanders? Even though he's not getting 20 points right now like he did against Golden State, he's still making an impact.
Well, I had a conversation with Kobe Sanders early in the season when the Dallas Mavericks were in town, and Cooper Flagg had recently been moved off the ball as the primary ball handler, at least, for the Dallas Mavericks. And for context, that isn't really a position he's played a ton of before. They asked a lot of him. And I said to Kobe, I said, what's that like for a rookie to be asked to do new things? He said, you got to have a lot of confidence. And I have a lot of confidence. I said, okay, Kobe, can you play the one right now? He said, absolutely, I'm ready. He said, I'll do it tomorrow. Ooh. And then sure enough, he was called upon, right? James missed the game that we talked about, right? And Kobe was spectacular.
Yeah.
And sure enough, on nights like tonight, and again, James is playing, Chris Dunn will be out there. They'll all be out there together. They might not need him to handle as much as he might be able to or might want to. But what I've been really impressed by, Adam, is his willingness to do whatever the team needs. And honestly, his ability to back it up. It's not just a willingness, it's a skill set. And so he's been awesome. I'm really happy for Kobe Sanders in his rookie season.
Wise beyond his years, so is, and I know he's 26 now, but he's still young in NBA time, or his seasoning is still there. He's still getting his legs underneath him, especially because he was hurt earlier this year with the hamstring issue. That was something Jordan Miller talked about recently. He hadn't been through that before. And now you're seeing a healthy Jordan Miller with a little bit more experience coming off what happened last season. I really like the impact he's also making off the bench with his scoring punch. They have sorely needed that as of late.
He was fantastic in Brooklyn. The team needed him in Brooklyn. And I caught up with him afterwards. I said, what is this like? What's it like to make such an impact like this? And he said, I'm just grateful to be out there. I think those injuries, like you said, really impacted his psyche and has made him very grateful for his health, for his availability. And that was the first thing he said. I'm just so happy to be able to go out there every night and help the team win. And then on top of it, he's actually playing very well, contributing at a very high level. But I like the baseline gratitude to just be in the building. I think you and I can relate to that. I think fans can relate to that. Players can relate to that. And hearing that humility and that introspection from Jordan Miller was inspiring to me. I'm really happy for him.
What can you tell me about your conversations with Yannick? Because I think people are anticipating him getting more run tonight with Noah Zubats and just who he is as a player and a person.
He is an absolute delight. Coming into his Clippers tenure, his young Clippers tenure, I had a few people text me when we drafted him saying, oh, you're going to love working with Yannick. And it's true. He is just a pleasure to work with. He wants to learn. He's very kind. He likes to talk to media, which I appreciate. He makes my job easier. And then, as I alluded to earlier, watching the way that he and James Harden have started to build some chemistry, the way that James Harden has invested in him, and the way that Yannick has just been lapping it up every opportunity he gets to learn from one of the greatest of all time, and then offers a lot of gratitude for the ability to learn from one of the greatest of all time. He's definitely one to watch. He works really hard, and he's easy to be around for sure.
Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards tonight here at Intuit Dome. She is Lauren Rosen, your sideline and courtside reporter here. All right, Lauren, player to watch in this one. I already botched it because I had John Collins as my player to watch the segment before we found out he's a late scratch, sore groin issue going on. I'll get to mine later. We need yours now.
Well, I'm gonna go off book here, and I'm gonna pick two.
Ooh, okay.
I have two players to watch tonight, and they are the Clippers rookie class of 2025. Kobe Sanders getting another start. He has been spectacular in the moments when he is given the keys. He will have them more often tonight. The Clippers will need him on both ends of the floor. Very much looking forward to watching him embrace opportunity once again. And then, of course, Yannick Niederhauser, who hasn't had a ton of time in the last few games since he beat Zubats has returned, but looked really good and was making so much progress while Big Zoo was away that I'm looking forward to watching him seize an opportunity that he is going to be given here tonight without Ivica Zubac. So for me, it's the rookies. If the rookies can both contribute and hold their own, the Clippers will be in a good place here tonight.
That lob from Kobe Sanders to Yannick Niederhauser is going to feed families tonight. It's going to be big here at Intuit Dome. She's Lauren Rosen. At Lauren M. Rosen is where you find her. Coming up next here on Clippers Countdown, your drive around the league, and then Carlo Jimenez. I'm Adam Moslem, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Thanks, Superstar.
Thanks, chat.
Colin, thanks for coming in, man. I know, man. Isn't hers? I'm telling you.
I like it. Jim's watching it tonight, too.
All right. Well, you guys are going to have to tell me then how it goes.
But it's not a quality show. It's a
Guilty pleasure type of show.
Adam, am I on right now?
No,
All right, fire.
you're cooked.
Joey, try your thing.
Do I sound all right?
Yeah,
You guys hear me?
yeah,
There we go.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you turn this on. Wait, try it, try it.
So you guys got me okay, right? Okay, I got it. Perfect.
Yeah, I didn't know where the gain level was, so I set it at when
Oh,
the
gotcha.
arena was empty and quiet. So you're good now.
Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have Carlo Jimenez back on the show. But first, let's get to your drive around the league. It's brought to you by Toyota. It's the Here and Now sales event at your Toyota dealer. The clock is ticking. Don't wait to grab a great deal on a new Toyota. We make it easy. Elsewhere in the association tonight, a lot of activity, including earlier in Philadelphia where the Cavaliers would win 133-107. Donovan Mitchell, Spida with 35, 7, and 9 assists in the win. Raptors winning on the road as well in Indianapolis against the Pacers. 115-101 was the final. Scotty 2 Hottie Barnes led them with 26, 7, and 13 assists. Late fourth quarter in Chi-Town, Bulls up by 1 with 57.9 seconds left against the Utah Jazz. Nikola Vucevic with 33 and 7 out of USC, and now that game is tied up at 124 apiece. Could be going into overtime, but still a minute left to play. Bulls and Jazz from Chicago. One more for you. Late fourth quarter, Pelicans up by 2 with 10.6 seconds left over the Brooklyn Nets. Trey Murphy III, who has been on a tear, he's got 32 and 9 boards, and they lead by 2. Pelicans on top of the Nets with 10 seconds left. Coming up next, back to Carlo Jimenez. Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards here at Intuit Dome. Clippers' hottest team in the league. Tip-off 13 minutes away. Carlo Jimenez is next. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Daniel's okay. He overslept. That's what I was hoping it was. Oh, he overslept. Oh, man.
Is that a GoPro?
No, it's called an Insta 360 camera. Insta, it's just a brand, but it's a pretty good brand. I researched it a bit. It's just like any other, like if you search webcams, it's one of those that come up. That I read all these CNET reviews.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on up.
Voice of the Wizards.
We've got something special from our friends at Coinbase. Sign up at Enter for a chance to step on the corporate VIP and get $5 in Bitcoin. Sign up with promo code Clippers and be automatically entered for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Clippers fan season. All you have to do is set your phone on your armrest and make your prize.
Daniel's okay, guys. Everything's all right. Carlo left me, but Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards. Tip-off just 12 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland, live from Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. Coming up, we'll get your keys to victory. Carlo Jimenez will be joining me shortly here. This Clippers team is rolling. They have won 10 of 12, but a new challenge tonight. Both of Ivica Zubats and John Collins out of the starting lineup. John Collins, a late scratch with a groin issue. Ivica Zubats, we found out a little bit earlier today, was questionable. Actually, we found out yesterday with a left ankle issue. He rolled it in that game against Charlotte Monday night on top of a little bit of friendly fire, Nico Batum's foot. So Kawhi Leonard playing, is available, has been playing through the right ankle issue of Ivica Zubats not able to go in this one. And remember, he was just coming back off an ankle issue before that. The Clippers have been able to weather the storm and find wins anyways, winners of 10 of their last 12. But this is going to be a different challenge for them tonight against the Washington Wizards team that obviously their franchise is in a different state of their life cycle, where they are building from the ground floor. They still have some talented players, and they just made a trade for Trae Young, which I thought was interesting because their pick is top 8 protected this season. They only hold on to their pick if they finish top 8 in the draft, which they likely would at this point, of course. But they're not exactly looking for victories in one of the deepest NBA drafts in a long time. They're looking to build and play the young guys and go through a trust the process type of era right now, which they've already entered a few years ago with the Washington Wizards. Of course, president of basketball operations for them, Michael Winger, who was the GM here with the Los Angeles Clippers for years underneath Lawrence Frank. So they're trying to figure this thing out, and they brought in a guy in Trae Young who's still dealing with an MCL issue that has kept him out for some time with Atlanta. But the Hawks, they were worse with him this season, actually. I believe they went 2-8 in the 10 games that he played, and he's just a difficult guy to kind of make up for with his defensive deficiencies out there on one end of the floor. Trae Young puts you in a compromised position with your defense because of his height, his small stature. Teams are able to pick on him. Offensively, he can still orchestrate there. He's still a floor general. The shooting percentages have gone down, though. A little bit of a concern. We'll see if he plays again this season, but out tonight. For the Clippers, though, as we're rejoined by your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, didn't know John Collins was going to be out, late scratch with a groin issue. Maybe that was something that was bothering him last time out, too, and they just want to treat it with an abundance of caution.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised to see him out after it said he warmed up in pregame warmups at him. So we'll hope for the best for John Collins, but really opens up the door to see who else now is going to be a threat offensively for the Clippers outside of Kawhi and James. They're going to need some excellent offense, probably from some key pieces here today. You'd have to imagine Kobe Sanders is warming up and getting ready to start maybe for the Clippers.
This Clippers team has had that next man up mentality for years. Tonight's going to be one of those games for them, but they still have Kawhi Leonard out there to lead them, once again playing through the right ankle issue, Carlo.
Yeah, and Kawhi has been unbelievable. The fact that he's been able to go despite being a game-time decision is great news for the Clippers because they've needed the excellent play of Kawhi Leonard, leading the league in steals, leading the league in free throw percentage since December 1st, leading the NBA in total points. So I'd imagine Kawhi Leonard, as much as he's been asked to be aggressive in the last couple of games, you're going to need to be more aggressive tonight as the Clippers look for a win over a hungry Wizards team that's trying to come away with a victory. They've lost 3 in a row on this road trip. Meanwhile, Adam, the Clippers are going to need Chris Dunn to knock down some shots today. He has struggled the last couple of games from deep. I'd expect Chris Dunn to get back on the right page offensively.
Chris Dunn 0 of 6 from the outside on Monday night. That just means he is due tonight. Clippers taking on the Wizards. Carlos, so in my player to watch segment,
Yeah,
which, you know, is a big deal for me,
it is a big deal for you.
I picked John Collins.
So you're out. You're disqualified.
No.
Yeah.
I get to pivot.
I don't think so.
Isn't that the rule?
No, you get one and done.
Wait a second. Who do we have to talk to? We have to
Joey.
go back,
You
go
gotta
back
talk
to
to
New
Joey.
York for a ruling on this?
Yeah, we got to get Monty McCutcheon on the line.
All right. Well, I'm going to say, at least for now, let's see. Jordan Miller, I believe, is taken. Kobe Sanders is taken. Yannick Conan Niederhauser is taken in this one as well. Who can I go with other than James Harden? I got to go with the beard.
Wow,
tonight.
who can I go with other than James
That's
Harden?
crazy. I have to take James Harden
That's
tonight.
crazy. Bartley's going Brooke Lopez.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And who are you going with, Carlo?
I emailed you.
Right,
I
right after you said, I'm going to have to feel out the vibes tomorrow, within a minute
No, no,
you
no.
said, Jordan Miller.
You have to look at the text. You have to look. I emailed you. I'll figure out the vibes on game day at 11:59, and then at midnight I emailed you Jordan Miller because it was game day. I felt out the vibes.
Fair enough. Jordan Miller is Carlo's pick. Lauren Rosen went with, who does she have? She has Yannick and Kobe Sanders. I got James Harden. Joey, who do you got in this
That's
one?
such cheating.
You got Kobe Sanders as well? Bartley? Brooke Lopez. Clippers taking on the Washington Wizards. Tip-off 6 minutes away with Carlo Jimenez. Coming up next, your keys to victory.
Cheater.
I'm Adam Osland, not a cheater.
Yep.
And you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Never lied.
We heard from Daniel. He just overslept. There he is.
All
The
right.
man is alive.
Crisis averted. We're glad you're okay. That was my first instinct. I said, I probably just slept through the alarm. It happens. He works early. Thank goodness. There was an abundance of concern. People in the chat, everyone.
Oh, thank God, Daniel.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Glad you're okay, bro.
Ooh.
Adam was ready to drive over to your house.
I was ready to send the police department.
Hey, you know what? You made it on time.
Carlo basically just said the real show starts now.
No, I meant the game. Oh my goodness. I'm so locked in on Clippers talk. It's what I listen to when I prep the next day.
That's disgusting.
That's what I do. I listen to. I'm like, I need something in the background. To
Background.
Well, I'm always on YouTube.
Daniel, did you fall asleep to Clippers talk?
I'm.
Clippers and Wizards from Intuit Dome. Tip off 3 minutes away here. Let's get to your keys to victory. Washington Wizards last 10 games, middle of the pack defensively, 15th there. Well, the Clippers are put in this interesting position tonight without two starters, no John Collins, no Ivica Zubac. How do you overcome that? Typically moving the basketball, but doing so without turning it over. Now, they were great in that department on Monday night against the Charlotte Hornets, but the Clippers ended up with just 5 turnovers, just 4 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Take care of the basketball, but share the rock out there, especially with some of these new players playing alongside one another in larger roles because of the players out tonight. Tip-off just moments away. Coming up next, Carlo Jimenez is on the call. I'm Adam Osland, Clippers and Wizards here at Intuit Dome, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Everything's fine now.
Woo! It is almost that time here at Intuit Dome. Carlin Jimenez hanging out with you. David Bartley, our engineer. Joey Kimball, our statistician. And Oslin, who had you all the way up to tip-off. Daniel West, our producer, back in the studio. Thanks for hanging out with us as the Clippers get set to take on the Wizards for the first time today. Let's get spooky. The Clippers looking for a win over Washington here in LA for the 18th straight time. A streak that started back on March 18th, 2009, when Joey was in middle school. Oh, he's 3 years old. Wow, that didn't make me feel any better at all. The Wizards, meanwhile, are coming off 3 straight losses. They fell to the Suns 112-93 last time out. Phoenix led by 15 to start the second half, expanded that to a 29-point lead as the Wizards were held to just 6 made field goals in the third quarter. Your Clippers coming off a win over Charlotte. 30 points for Kawhi and James Harden. They scored 30-plus in the same game for the first time all season, for the first time since the season finale against Golden State last year.